Hey guys, Toby here from Yield Labs. So as I alluded to in the last video, there was something coming in hot for Kujira, and that was the AUST bids. I know I've certainly been stoked for this, so now that it's gone live, let's take a little look at this, see how it works, have a little look at the new metrics such as the risk ratio and the yield earning aspects of the platform. First of all, a couple of notable points. Any bids that you currently have sitting in UST, well, you can just head straight on over to the new AUST dashboard, and in one click you will be able to convert it into an AUST bid. Second thing, everybody has unlimited AUST bids. And finally, fees have been reduced by 50% across the board, so now there's literally just a 0.5% fee paid in the B asset that you're withdrawing. So Anchor Protocol has just implemented the increase of the loan to value max of B Luna to 80% from the original 60%, with BETH staying at that original 60%. Now, this changes how the LTV can be calculated, and Kujira's ORCA has moved to a risk ratio sort of ideology. The easiest way to summarize this is by simply assuming that the risk ratio is equal to the percentage borrowed against the maximum available to borrow. So if you have B Luna and BETH at equal values, let's assume 1,000 UST of each, the risk ratio for this would be 70%. That is the average of the 60% for BETH and the 80% for B Luna. 100% now would be at-risk capital. This is the simplest way to understand this. So now that we've gone over and that we understand that, let's go to the dashboard that you're all familiar with. You can see there is now a little drop down in the bid amount where you can select UST or AUST. Another thing to note is that the bar chart will no longer turn purple to reflect an active bid. It will instead have a red dot at the top of the bar to indicate your active bid location. The user interface has also been updated, so the bars now reflect how much of the premium pool is made up of UST, that is in light blue, and how much of it is made up of AUST, which is in lime green. At a glance, you can take in all of this information and do your best for your own strategy here. So the next update to the user interface is the AUST tab here at the top, which not only allows you to deposit and withdraw directly from Anchor, but also shows you all of your AUST bids and allows you to convert the existing UST bids to AUST bids. So let's talk about the bid threshold. Some magic goes on behind the scenes a little bit here, but essentially, when you place an AUST bid, you will be greeted with this screen. Now, to be clear about what low, medium, and high is referencing, this is very simple. The risk that it refers to here is the risk on missing out of these liquidations. Let's take a bit of a deeper look into this. There is no way around the 10-minute activation timer that is present in Anchor's liquidation contract. So Kujira have built a mechanism into ORCA to allow bids to be automatically activated when your selected threshold is met. AUST bids earn yield on ORCA earn when the bids aren't active. The bids become active when the AUST bid threshold is met. For example, if I select low here, my AUST bids will stop earning anchor yield and will be placed into the premium pool when there is 3 million UST of loans at a 93% risk ratio. While the bids are active, they do not earn anchor yield. If the liquidation does not happen at your selected premium and the risk ratio drops to less than 100k at risk, bids are retracted and they begin to earn AUST yield again. If the liquidation does happen, then it's business as usual for ORCA and you get to claim your B assets. Something to note here, if you set the risk ratio low, you will have a much better chance of getting your bids filled in a flash liquidation event. But the trade-off here is that you might find you're earning less ORCA or Anchor yield in the meantime. Likewise, the opposite is true. If you set it too high, you will have more exposure to the yield, but you may not have had your bid activated in time in flash liquidation events. Somewhere in the middle is probably a really good place to be to take advantage of what we just discussed. So when your funds are earning in Anchor, they are earning 20% yield. When they're in Orca, they are earning 15% yield. The remainder of this makes it all the way back to Kuji stakers, helping add utility to the Kujira token. And that is a wrap on the new features for Kujira's Orca platform. I think it's really exciting how quickly the devs over here are bringing new features to light. They are addressing the community concerns, and I honestly just think it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Don't forget to check out the other videos that I have made concerning Team Kujira's suite of tools, and I will catch you in the next one. Stay awesome, guys.